Alright guys, so here's the setup and everything. So two things I want to note out real quick is that the GFORCE and the plasma coil are, well, the plasma coil I just have to roll a different anointment for this setup. I don't even need to like use the plasma coil with this. Obviously you can, this thing will shred, but I was choosing not to because I didn't want to roll the anointment onto something else because I ain't gonna cap, my iridium's kind of getting low, fam. So yeah, I was chilling right here. Plasma coil obviously works here with the Maliwan weapons for sure, duh. And then the GFORCE is not even 672 yet, so yeah, don't mind that. It's just Maliwan weapons I need to fill up, and those are some pretty good meta weapons, for sure to say the least. Now, so the crit is an absolute beast. It's a machine. I did a video on this thing pretty recently. It's an absolute behemoth. Also, we have the free radical. This is where I actually am glad that we have just a single projectile one, because it's over 100,000, and the setup that we're going to be running with our shield is going to basically allow this to be 200,000 per shot, which is going to be very, very solid. One thing I want to note is that I'm pretty sure the flipper does not quite work with the Infernal Wish, which is why it's not on here. Now since we're talking about the Infernal Wish, we might as well go ahead and go over why it's here. This is just very useful for single projectile weapons, high hitting ones. This free radical fits that build perfectly. The crit doesn't fit it as well, but it's still a very hard-hitting single projectile SMG, and this thing has built-in lifesteal, which can very much so help you when dealing with the self-combustion stacks of the Infernal Wish. Since you're not firing rockets, you're going to be firing a lot more often. You're going to be applying more self-combustion stacks to yourself, so just be aware of that. Now, if you don't have the Infernal Wish, obviously things like an Old God will always work. A stopgap, a transformer, to name a few. You know, a super soldier as well is another good one that you could always throw on here. I'm not using a revolter, which you obviously could if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I just kind of like using the Infernal Wish a lot on Moze. The grenade, honestly, the Mesmer can be very useful, even on Moze, since you will be applying self-combustion to yourself. So feel free to switch it up. My Testis Hunter Seeker can be pretty useful. Recurring Hex is also relatively good, but obviously the CMT is a very good grenade for Moze all the time. So we leave it at level 1 so we don't kill ourselves. Now, since this is a Maliwan Moze build, we are going to be using our Maliwan Company Man. This one rolls with a lot of mag size, which is very good for something like free radical. Boosting it from 30 and then having 2 big mag buffs on one piece of gear is very nice. As you can see, our free radical does sit pretty high at 76, and that is going to be perfect with our Blastmaster. I like to use a Blastmaster when I can. The Blastmaster is very nice. It doesn't kill me nearly as much as the Minesweeper does, and if you can just set it up right and just not shoot, not reload, you will be just a-okay, bullin' chillin'. So that brings us to our skill trees. Our shield retribution tree is simple. Just get your drowning in brass and experimental munitions. I mean, at this point, you could, if you wanted to, pull from other parts and try and get a stack of Alex Doctrine. But for me, I do like to just roll deep with the bottomless mag tree with this type of setup. It's a Maliwan Moze build, so having a match set is going to be very, very nice. As well as getting a bit of scrappy so we can switch quicker, do more damage while running. It's just overall very nice. Since it also does boop your handling and swap speed, since they're Maliwan weapons, you might have be swapping elements consistently. So that's a side note. Obviously, you get your standards like scorching RPMs. We have a little bit of the Iron Bank. We get a lot of bang for our buck from match set. Then we get, honestly, looking back at it, click is only useful for the free radical whenever it gets hella low. But even then, you might want to switch that into the Iron Bank if you. Honestly, yeah, I probably should throw that to the Iron Bank, but I like click still. So, and then we have Big Sexy Surplus. Now, something to note is that Harmonious Havoc can be very nice, especially if you have like all like shock weapons or whatnot. You can get a lot of bang for your buck with that, for sure, with Harmonious Havoc. See, the only thing is that I do want to get Forge, and unfortunately, we do have to put a little bit in to get a little bit more into the Bottomless Smasher to get further down. And I did put more extra into Scrappy. I did put a little bit more into Scrappy, so I wasn't quite able to go further down to Harmonious Havoc. The thing is that I would only be able to get 1 skill point into here, and that's only in basically a 6% gun damage buff, because our Kidsworth doesn't have shock damage on it, versus the 24% that we can get while we're running. So yeah, other than that though, we are also running Iron Cub. And yeah, guys, that's just about wrap up the video. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop your low on the like button and subscribe if y'all new, as we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, trying to hit that by the end of the year. The support has been immensely awesome lately, and I just am so grateful for you guys. So thank y'all so much. My name's Kree, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.